All right, and we are back. 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 Welcome. All right, and we are back. And today we're back with more religious content, guys. Yes, I'm filling up that religious content playlist folder for you guys. Trying to keep that going. It's not always the easiest thing for me to do, guys. Real life. uh Editing other things, trying to do the movie reactions and all the other type of reactions. It just gets a little, and then like real life work gets a little, and then I'm always like, man, I just want to enjoy my weekend. So that's just a little perspective of what I've been going through. But also, yes, I love all the stuff that's been happening with the channel recently. I have been trying to make content, feel like I need to do a little bit more, but I'm sure you guys understand. you know I don't know, throw some recommendations out there for some videos that I should do, put them in the comments. I'm gonna try to get those done. I'm also trying to do more live streams, guys. Live streams, yay. So yeah, if you're interested in that stuff, I got live streams. You've probably been seeing the shorts going up there. I got stickers and stuff now. We got stuff coming in. A lot of stuff's happening with the channel. We have been growing, guys. That's incredible. I've been so happy with the success of the channel, guys. It literally is one of the things I can say I'm actually proud of for my life. This is actually a big accomplishment, and I'm happy with where the channel is going. But I need to keep giving you guys the content that you guys want. So content is coming. It's shooting out. It's like right there. It's in your face. All the content's right there, guys. So today we're back with more useful charts. The world religions tree. So I'm interested in this one. I feel like he's going to connect everything all together into like one big tree. And then I got the chart back here. You guys see it. You guys love it. We're going to see what this new chart. This might be a chart that can go somewhere around here. This is a good place for a second chart. It's just dying to be. It's uncharted territory. Literally, there's no chart here. So, let's see how this chart goes, and we can go ahead and possibly get another chart back here. With that being said, guys, make sure you go like and comment, subscribe to Useful Charts. They're incredible. They make all types of incredible videos about religion. They also do non-religious charts, guys. Did y'all know that? I know I just focus on the religious charts on my channel here, but they do plenty of non-religious charts, and they're also really, really good videos. So please like, comment, subscribe, go to Useful Charts, tell them I sent you, say, hey, your boy is here. He's doing a reaction to one of your videos. It's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen one this good. Comment that exact statement on his channel. That would be funny. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel for more. You literally never know what I'm gonna be putting up. You also don't know when this video is coming out. I don't know. I actually do know. Should be Sunday. I don't know. But yeah, guys, new things on the way. Also, make sure you check out the Patreon. Things are getting added up there all the time now. Things that can't be added onto YouTube, things that get blocked on YouTube, more content that I want to start doing on there. You may start seeing like music reactions on there more, at least more than on the YouTube. So, movie reactions will be up there a little bit sooner. TV reactions are up there a little bit sooner. So go check it out, But yeah, with that being said, guys, here's the serious part though. If you guys don't like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, most importantly, subscribe. I personally just like the subscribing, but YouTube also mandates it. If you don't do those things, YouTube will come through that door, actually, that specific one. And they will. Useful Charts, World Religions Tree.
Hi, this is Matt Baker. Last year, after an 8-part video series, we released our Christian Denominations Family Tree poster.
Yes, we did, guys. You see the poster in the background. Well, you don't see it right now, but yeah, I have this poster in my background, guys. You guys see it, and yeah. I also covered all 8 parts. Check out the series. It'll be plastered somewhere all around the screen here. With a bunch of thumbnails if my editor is doing his job properly. So, editor, do your job, do the thing.
Which includes every major branch of Christianity and shows how they are all related.
It does.
Well, since then, I've been making similar videos for other religions. And
yeah, guys, guess who also covered these videos as well? That's right, it's your boy. I'm the greatest. You know it, you love it. Also, guys, this Hindu one was really dope. I did the whole taking a look at all the symbols and everything. It's a thing I do in a lot of these videos, guys. A lot of people love it.
And today, I'm happy to announce that I finally combined all of these charts into yet another new poster, which I've titled The World Religions Family Tree.
Hey, look at this.
It includes a simplified version of the Christian denominations tree, but more importantly, it also includes the trees I made for Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam. On top of this, I've also added several things that I've not yet talked about, such as Chinese religion.
Oh, I was about to say, I feel like these are some new things he had in here. Hold up. What is happening here? I like this. This is a dope symbol, guys. All right, man. I might have to do this a little bit early, but come on now. Chinese syncretism, the 3 teachings. Yo, I would get that tatted right now. This one down here, that's a little bit of a, hey, I know that means something different. It's taking on a little bit of a new meaning with that symbol in the middle. But shout outs to it. Branding wise, not the best. I like this one. It's got some simplicity to it, but it's nice at the same time. It's simple and nice. This one, I do like it, but it's a little hard to read. It's a little hard to see from a distance what that means, but it does have a cool design. But this one right here, this is the GOAT. This is incredible. I'm not saying it's the greatest out of all of these on the whole chart, but out of these 4, this is clearly this is great, guys. I'm almost lost for words about how good this is. I really enjoy this.
Folk religions and esoteric religions.
Whoa, hold on now. Folk religions,
such as Chinese religions, folk religions.
What's some of these folk religions? Oh, Shinto. Guys, I need to make my video about Shintoism. I need to get that out. So hopefully that'll be out soon as well.
And esoteric religions. So in this video, I'm mostly going to show you these final additions. That way, if you have any suggestions about them, or if you spot any typos, you can let me know in the comments, because at this point, I'm still able to make some last-minute edits before I print the poster.
Okay, Matt, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm going to be looking out for any misprints or anything crazy that I see. I'll let you know within this video. All you got to do is reference this video right here. Clock it. Put the moment down. Timestamp it. It's going to be there. I'll let you know. I'm going to tell you right now. Let's go.
That said, if you want to go ahead and place your pre-order for this new poster, you can do so right now by going to usefulcharts.com or by using the link in the description or pinned comment.
Bro, everybody go there right now, usefulcharts.com. Make sure you check out the charts, buy this new chart, pre-order the new chart. Give him additional money. If the chart is only $20, give him $25. There will be some shipping involved. Give him $30. You know what? $35. Screw it. The charts are going to be incredible. The quality of the charts, that's the more impressive thing. It's not just he doesn't just put this on some regular old paper that's all flimsy. He puts this in high quality. Like, it's not going to be damaged. Like, it's not going to be have any weird, like, it's going to be completely smooth. It's going to look really nice. It's going to have a good feel to it, ironically. Like, that's, it's crazy to say for a chart. It has a good feel to it. Don't just be touching the chart all day. But, like, the first time you pull it out, you're going to be like, whoa, this is an impressive chart. Like, this is way more, unless you already bought the charts before, you already know the quality. But if you've never bought one of these charts before, you are going to be very impressed by the quality of this chart the moment you pull out the package. I'm putting my word on it right there. That's my stamp on it. Like, I'm not even just being like, yo, I'm just like, giving Matt his praises and stuff. I'm legitimately saying when I bought the chart and it came out the package, the first thing I did as soon as I touched it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. This feels incredible. This is a great, like, this has a great feel. This has a great look. Like, I just had to post about it because it was incredible. So shout outs to Matt Baker. Shout outs to the Useful Charts gang. Let's get into the video.
My plan is to make the final edits, print the poster, and have it ready to send out within the next 2 weeks. So first of all, you can see here at the top that I've included an infographic showing the approximate number of followers in each major religion, so that you can get a rough idea of how the world population breaks down. Now, regardless of which data source one uses, I've used the one from an organization called the Pew Research Center. What every source agrees on is that the 4 largest religions in the world are, in order, Christianity with around 2.4 billion followers.
Yo, shout outs to my Christians out there. I see you boys. I see you girls. Hey, shout outs to all the Christians out there.
Islam with around 1.8 billion.
Yo, shout outs to my Islams, all my Islamic people out there. Shout outs to Islam in general. If you celebrate Islam, yo, doing the 5 prayers a day, shout outs to y'all, man. That is highly impressive to me. I still I still think that's one of the more like, and then also like Ramadan, like, you guys do so much that really just show that y'all really be on it. So shout outs to y'all, man. Shout outs to y'all.
Hinduism with 1.2 billion.
Hey, I'm not about to leave out my Hindus out there. Shout outs to you. You know, I be seeing you. I see the videos. I see the reactions. Bro, the celebrations, incredible. You know, I just like everything I'm seeing from there. I love the culture, the atmosphere of it. Like, shout outs to all my Hindus out there, man.
And Buddhism with 500 million.
Dang, yo, you know I'm not about to leave out my Buddhist. If you celebrate Buddhism and you watch these videos, especially random, but shout outs to you, you know I appreciate you. Your boy is over here looking like, yo, this guy, he's him, she's her, because they watch me, you know, and that's cool. I'm over here, I'm always surprised. I'm just learning about the things, learning about the religions, and then I actually see people from the thing, you know, like from there, like comment on it, and I'm like, yo, I appreciate that so much, man. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate that. Like, when I'm, you know, it's not like hateful comments, it's really people just like seeing me learn about it, and they're like, yo, here's some helpful advice, here's some things that I just thought were cool about the reaction. And you know what? I love reading those comments. Shout outs to all my Buddhists out there, man.
So these are the undisputed big 4. However, within the field of religious studies, it is often said that there are 5 major world religions,
Big
with
5.
the 5th one being Judaism. But I want to make it clear.
Hey, shout out to all my Jews out there, bro. All the Jewish people out there in the world, shout outs to you. You know, you guys doing your thing. Only 16 million. I would have thought that was a bigger number, but I live in America and I know there's a lot of y'all here. So shout outs to you. You know, keep supporting, when I did that video about the Jewish denominations, people were giving me some really good advice about, like, you know, the videos and stuff. And I think it was like under the consensus that, like, okay, you know, maybe the people who actually celebrate, like, or do the full Jewish holidays, like, and they don't do anything on the weekends, they probably wouldn't be watching the videos on the weekends. just because the whole like using a bunch of it's just a whole thing. So shout outs to everybody who gave me that advice about that. It really helped me of knowing when to put out videos specifically for Jewish viewers. So if I'm ever doing like a Jewish specific video, I know what days that are best to actually put those out. Shout outs to y'all, man.
Clear that the number of people who follow Judaism is actually extremely small compared to the other four, just 16 million. The only reason Judaism gets included as a major world religion is because of its age and because it is the parent religion to both Christianity and Islam. If we
You know what, guys? I believe in you. You can get those numbers up. You can get those numbers up. Just I don't know what to. I'm not going to give you advice on how to get the numbers up. I'm not Jewish, but you know what? I consider myself more of a in the Christian category, and you know what? Jesus was Jewish, so shout outs to you.
we were simply going by size, the fifth largest religion in the world, and the only other one that stands out as being really big would be Chinese folk religion, or as I've called it here, Chinese syncretism. Syncretism means a mixture of different religious ideas. And
Okay.
indeed, Chinese religion does stand out in that it's not really just one thing. I'll dive deeper into that in a bit, but for now, I'll point out that the number of people belonging to other religions, meaning something other than the six I've already mentioned, is approximately 400 million. Within this group, Sikhism is the largest religion, having
Hey.
about twice as many followers as Judaism. So
Hey, shout outs to my Sikhs out there. And also for these the Chinese synchronism. I don't know about you yet, but I am excited to learn about you. I know you guys are gonna be pretty cool. I'm assuming that's a big assumption, but I feel like it's accurate. So come on, guys, be super dope. I already like your symbol, so that's a plus, I'm sure. And then 400 million, y'all. Like, geez, man, share some of the numbers with everybody else. I don't know. That's a random thing to say, but yeah, shout outs to y'all.
Sikhism is actually the world's sixth largest religion, and Judaism is the seventh. But what about people who have no religion at all? Well, that group actually numbers approximately 1.2 billion, making it as large as Hinduism.
Dang! Shout outs to all my atheists out there. I said, yeah, the people in the atheist denominations videos. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all are pretty dope. I really enjoyed the atheists who commented, telling me what their favorite and least favorite groups are. Between he actually listed me. He told me. I don't know if it was a he or she, so that's just me giving me a statement. But like they told me it was their least favorite Christian group. I believe they said were like the Seventh-day Adventists. Or it was like one of those type. And then he also did give me his least favorite atheist group. So like shout outs to him. Shout outs to them for actually participating in the comment section, getting that back and forth out. I'm giving it in the video of what my favorites and least favorites were, but like, I appreciate seeing people actually comment theirs below as well. Again, everybody can be annoying. So like, again, it wasn't no hate in that part of the video. It was just a simple, which is annoying. Shout outs to the guy.
But since no religion isn't a religion, I've put it here at the bottom. I'd also like to point out that over here on the right, there's another infographic, this time a map showing the dominant religion in each country. Again, the big four, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism, really stand out, as does Chinese syncretism. All right, let's now start at the very top, where I have an image labeled prehistoric religions. This image is of Göbekli Tepe in what is today Turkey.
Hey, I've heard
Göbekli
of that.
Tepe is the oldest human-made structure on Earth, and although we don't know all the details, it almost certainly served as some sort of religious site. Now, I'm not saying that all religions can be traced back to whatever was happening at Göbekli Tepe. I'm simply using it as an example of prehistoric religions in general. From there, I highlight 4 of the earliest religions to emerge during the historical era:
Okay.
ancient Egyptian polytheism, ancient Mesopotamian polytheism, Proto Indo European polytheism, and Indus Valley Civilization religion. Note that I didn't use the label polytheism for the last one because currently the Indus Valley script remains undeciphered. And therefore, we don't actually know for sure whether their religion was polytheistic or not.
Guys, this is undeciphered. Do you think I can decipher this right now? There's some catto down here. That looks like it's probably a person right there. So we got person and we got catto. That's part 1. Yeah, I might have to figure out the rest later, but I'm close. I'm like step 1 to deciphering what this means. I know it hasn't been deciphered by people who literally do this professionally all day. But I just took a look at it, guys. So if I have any updates, I'll let you guys know. But there's definitely something right here. Like when you look at this, there's something important there. These, did they count those yet? What's this part? There's a lot of stuff I got to go over. So I'm gonna take some time. I'll try to decipher it. I'll let you know any updates.
We don't actually know for sure whether their religion was polytheistic or not. I chose these 4 because they had a direct influence on the 2 oldest religions still in existence today: Judaism and Hinduism. Both the religion of ancient Egypt and the religion of ancient Mesopotamia had an influence on Israelite religion, because ancient Israel happened to be located right in between these 2 centers of early civilization.
Yep.
And of course, it is from ancient Israelite religion that Judaism developed. Likewise, both Indo-European religion and Indus Valley Civilization religion had an influence on Vedic religion, due to the fact that a subset of Indo-Europeans ended up migrating into India. Now, what's interesting is that a different subset of Indo-Europeans ended up in Persia, where the religion of Zoroastrianism developed, and several other subsets ended up in Europe, where the various forms of European paganism developed, such as Greek paganism, which in turn gave rise to Greek philosophy. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because both the Persians as well as the Greeks ended up ruling the Jews, and therefore both Zoroastrianism and Greek philosophy ended up influencing Judaism, which means that the world's 2 oldest religions, Judaism and Hinduism, are connected, at least remotely, via.
So they could be they're like second cousins or something, if you will. If this, if we're going by the rules, given to us in this chart, they're not directly related, but they're like your mom had a cousin, but then that cousin had a kid, and then that kid is kind of like your cousin, but not directly your cousin. So it's like a second or possibly third cousin, depending on how your family works with cousins and all that stuff. I don't know.
Proto-Indo-Europeans. Now, when it comes to the Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam sections of the chart, take note that they are pretty much the same as the individual charts I used in each video about these topics. There's a few minor additions, though, so let me point those out. For example, in the Judaism section, I added the Elephantine Jews, who interestingly built their own temple on Elephantine Island in Upper Egypt during the Second Temple period. And in the Buddhism section, I added Navayana Buddhism, Navayana meaning new vehicle. This movement was started in the 1950s by B.M. Ambedkar, who was kind of like the Martin Luther King Jr. of India.
Hey, shout outs to you, bro. B.R. Ambedkar, yo, Matt said it. I'm not, I didn't know about the guy, but shout outs to you. You are the MLK of this area. Hey, you must have been doing some really good stuff. I see you with the glasses. I'm gonna be honest. if I was gonna say he was the MLK, that's a good comparison. Just looking at him, I got him by the look. Like this is some MLK type of stuff. Like he's writing on papers. Like you always see MLK doing some stuff like that. Like bro was heavy in the books. He was a smart guy.
It resulted in 500,000 low caste Hindus converting en masse to Buddhism. Finally, in the Muslim section, I added some of the main Sufi orders, and I placed
Okay.
Sikhism along with its founder Guru Nanak directly below the Muslim section, with
Hey.
lines connecting it to both the Hanafi school of Sunni Islam as well as the Bhakti movement within Hinduism, because
Wow.
Sikhism was influenced by both.
Bro, Matt, shout outs to you, man. You really did your job on this chart so far, bro. Like, I am loving all the like minor and major connections between the things. Like, when you look at those, not so detailed lines here that still interconnects all the things that are similarly connected. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably going up on the wall. Like, this is probably going up on the wall. Let me go ahead and take a look. I might need to pre-order this right now, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you pre-order this chart from usefulcharts.com. Go there.
Okay, now what I really want to show you is how I've integrated the various religions in China.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, religion in China is complicated because people there often mix and match from more than one religious tradition.
Okay.
However, there are 3 traditions that are the most important, and these are often referred to as the 3 teachings.
The 3 teachings. Let me take a wild guess right now. Is Buddhism one of them? Is something about obeying the laws, and a third one about ancient or things that they did before other religions came into play. I don't know, guys. That was my guess. You guess. How about you guess? Huh? And not if you already know the answer. If you don't know the answer, I want you to guess an answer. If you're one of those people coming down there like, oh, I know the answer, you already failed, because this is for people who don't know to take a guess, not to just say the answer.
They are Mahayana Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism.
Hey, I was right about one of those. Woo! It's hard being me sometimes, guys. It's hard being this accurate all the time, Sometimes I'm like, whoa. Sometimes I'm too accurate for myself, I try to calm that a little bit, But it's scary sometimes being me.
I've already talked about Mahayana Buddhism in the Buddhism video, so let me tell you about the other 2. To do so, let me start with the earliest form of religion to develop in China, polytheism. The symbol you see here is from China's oldest writing system.
Hey, I like that. That's dope. What does it mean?
Called the Oracle Bone Script, which was used during the Shang dynasty. It's pronounced Shangdi and basically means highest god. Later, this god would become associated with a figure known as the Jade Emperor, although in other contexts, he is said to manifest himself as 5 deities, each associated with a color, element, direction, and planet. But
Wow. Okay. Let me see this right here. All right. Let's see. The Heidi Black Deity Water Winter. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then Mercury. You know what? I like it. Let's see. There's the White Deity, Meadow, Autumn. Okay, Venus. Yellow is Earth's year. Oh, this is just like the whole year. Okay, shout out to you. And you're in the center, so like you get all direct. You get to choose a direction. East is green with the wood. Spring is the season. Jupiter is its planet, and then the fire. Red obviously. Your summer guys. Your Shinong is the name of it, I believe, and then Mars. So hey, which one would I be? I feel like I would be north or east. Yeah, because it's like black and green are my two favorite colors, and actually, I probably would be green. Although black, I am a winter kid. Like I was born in the winter, so like it makes more sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go black. Whatever.
associated with a
Tell me which one you guys would be, or if you already, know about this and believe in this, let me know which one you are.
color, element, direction, and planet. But Shangdi was not and is not the only Chinese god. There are dozens more, such as the dragon god who controls the rain, and Shi Wangmu, the queen mother of the West, who is associated with death and has the ability to bestow immortality.
Sounds like the West, all right. What does she represent in America? Shout outs to her.
However, one aspect of Chinese polytheism, which developed early on, is that the worship or veneration of deceased ancestors became just as important, if not more important, than the worship of deities. Another group of spiritual beings called immortals became important as well. Immortals are former humans who are not quite gods, but who live on after death and can possess great powers. Thus, as time went on, self-cultivation in this life became more and more important in Chinese religion.
Guys, who's your favorite immortal? I don't know their names, but this guy looks cool. This guy also looks cool. I like what this dude's doing down here. This chick, she's got a big flower, and this one here, I really enjoy that. I don't really know what's going on with that guy. He seems like he might be going through some stuff. And like this guy's cool, but then he also has to have a donkey for all eternity, which it seems like it might be cool, but there may be inconvenient moments of that. So, and I don't know what this chick down here is doing. They're probably cool too.
Cultivation in this life became more and more important in Chinese religion. Then, during the 500s BCE, there was an explosion of new ideas in China, which resulted in what's called the 100 Schools of Thought. Most of these schools eventually went extinct, but there are two that have survived all the way to today. These are, as I'm sure you've guessed, Taoism and Confucianism.
Okay.
Taoism is the more mystical and spiritual of the two. It incorporates all of the gods and immortals from Chinese polytheism, but also places a strong emphasis on living in harmony with something called Tao, a word that's kind of hard to define quickly in English. On a basic level, it simply means way or path, but on a deeper level, it refers to the universe's ultimate reality. It is usually associated with the complementary forces yin and yang, which
That seems interesting. Guys, video about Taoism should be coming soon, I guess, as well. I want to learn about this. This seems really cool now. Throw in the comments any videos that I should, you feel like any videos that would be good to react to about Taoism. Also some Confucianism, throw all of them in there. I want to learn about them. You guys, this is the call and response time. I'm calling and I need you to respond in the comments. Type it down below and be like, oh, you should watch this video by this creator. Now you're being a good subscriber. Now you're being a good viewer. And look at me. I'm already doing my part by asking you. So I'm already being a good YouTuber. So shout outs to me. And shout outs to you as well.
you probably know about because of this symbol. Confucianism, on the other hand, is more focused on the physical world and on practical matters such as good government, as well as social harmony, whether it's at the family level or at the national level. This is why Confucianism is often said to be more of a philosophy than a religion. It's named after its founder, Confucius, who lived around the same time as the Buddha. Note that Confucius is the anglicized version of Kong-Fuzi, which simply means Master Kong. The traditional founder of...
Wait, okay, this is going to sound dumb. That has nothing to do with Kung Fu, though, right? I'm imagining they're completely separate altogether, nothing to do with each other. It's just coincidental in the naming convention. Maybe that's probably it. I'm not even gonna act like that's, yeah, call me dumb in those for that, but that was just a question that popped in my mind.
Taoism, Laozi, is said to have lived around the same time as Confucius, and as his elder is thought to have had some influence on him. However, nowadays, Lao Tzu is generally considered to have been more of a legendary figure, whereas Confucius was almost certainly historical. So, like I say, a lot of people in China follow traditions and principles associated with both Taoism and Confucianism, as well as Buddhism. So, it's not uncommon to see depictions of the Buddha or various bodhisattvas next to those of traditional Chinese gods or immortals. And on
Okay.
top of all of this, the veneration of ancestors in China remains important to this day as well. Now, before I move on, I want to point out some more modern trends within Chinese religion. The first is Chinese salvationist religions, which became popular in the early 20th century, but which nowadays are mostly followed in Taiwan. A good example is Yiguandao, which has roots that go back to imperial times, but didn't really take off until after 1912, which is when China became a republic. At this
Okay.
point, it was led by a man named Zhang Tianran, who managed to grow the movement to around 12 million members.
Okay.
However, once the revolution started and China became communist, it was mostly stamped out, only to gain traction again in Taiwan during the 80s. Like most Chinese salvationist movements, Yiguandao is kind of a simplified version of Chinese syncretism, but packaged in a way that is more similar to, say, Mormonism. In other words, there's usually a revered leader who received a
Oh.
revelation from God. And there's a lot of
Ah.
emphasis on the
Guys, it's like obviously I know a lot of religions have revered leaders and stuff and people who are chosen by God, but I'll be honest, it's kind of a red flag for me in a religion and stuff like, you know, and I get it. It's a little bit of like, oh man, but you claim that you're Christian and then that's a red flag. I know. Life is crazy like that, guys. Like it just feels like a little bit of a red flag. And again, nothing about this because I'm sure these guys are great, but that's just a generalized statement of like if I'm hearing about somebody who has a divine leader, um, I just get a little bit like, oh man, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. Now, I'm not going to dismiss it because of that. He might be divine. He might actually have been chosen by God, had the message in his head, and then like put it into reality, made his vision come true. He must have had some type of divine touch, or else I wouldn't have never even heard of this right now. So like life is lifing right now. Things are happening. So, again, shout outs to him. But honest opinion, I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be fully transparent with you guys here. That is a little bit of a red flag for me. So any religions out there, just know if you're coming to me, I'm looking being like, okay, do you got somebody ordained by God? And then you're gonna be like, oh well, our the leader that we always look towards, and I'm gonna be like, number one. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just throw this up. I'm gonna put up the one, and then that's it. That's it. And then I'm not gonna even look for number two. If it happens, it happens.
need for individual salvation and for converting others to the movement. Another good example of a Chinese salvationist religion is the more recent Weixism, founded by Hun Yuan. And then there's Falun
Weixism.
Gong, which was founded around the same time
Falun
by
Gong.
Ling Hongzhi. It's actually not classified as a Chinese salvationist religion, but does share some similarities with them, although it's more focused on doing special exercises called Qi Gong.
Oh,
It has
okay.
become particularly
That's okay. Shout outs to them. They getting some movement in there, some exercise. I like this.
popular within the Chinese expat community in the West, where it's known for being super conservative and for protesting against China. Okay, I now want to
Jeez.
move down towards the bottom of the chart, where I've included some other major folk religions. The one that you're probably most familiar with is Shinto, which is
Yes.
the traditional polytheistic religion of Japan. However, it eventually became intertwined with Mahayana Buddhism to form a sort of Japanese syncretism called Shinbutsu Shugo, which literally means the God and Buddha school. However,
Okay.
during the Meiji period, which started in 1868, efforts were made to separate the two religions. Those efforts were largely successful, although nowadays many Japanese people still follow both. In
Mm.
Korea, the traditional polytheistic folk religion is called Muism, although it is far less
Mm.
popular than Shinto is in Japan. During the 1800s, a man named Cho Jae-woo founded a new religion called Cheondoism by syncretizing Muism with Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism.
Okay.
Nowadays, there are relatively few followers of Cheondoism in
Oh.
South Korea, and it is mostly
Hey man, we don't always get a number one hit, you know? Sometimes, I put out a video on YouTube and it gets like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. But then sometimes I get a straight up 1 out of 10, you know? So like again, like sh- like Musu, it seems like it was more like it was closer to that 3 out of 10, maybe even a 1 out of 10, especially for Korea. Uh, from what I'm hearing here, this second one here was more like a 6 out of 10. It could be getting better. You may need to see those views. It might start to climb up. It might start to peak up in a bit. But while we're here, I think you guys know what time it is. Let's go ahead and judge some of these symbols, guys, because Shinto is being a clear number one right now. Like it's not even fair. It's like clear number one with Shinto. Uh, Musu, I would give that. Hmm. Man, I want to say number two, but it's kind of pretty simple. Let me save that. Let me save that. Let me save that. This one here is last though. This is a clear last. Like I don't even know. I don't know. I'm gonna give this one number three. I'm gonna put this one as the third place winner. I like the symbol. It's really cool. It does feel like it's like too simple, but also I get it. But also don't get it because I don't know what it is yet. But I do enjoy looking at this. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Haitian for number two. I like these little simple designs. I will say though, it is a little hard to read from a distance. So if you guys could work on making that a little bit bigger, but so far we got number one, we got two, we got three. This is a close four. This is a very like the race between three and four on this one is insane. It's like you get fourth, but realistically you more like 3B. It's like 3A, 3B. This is dead last though. It's like it's not really appealing, and it's like I wouldn't understand what it means if I first saw it and didn't have the context of this video. I would be like, what is that? Like, what is that? But this one here, I also wouldn't know, but I would think it was cooler. Like between the two of these, I wouldn't know what either one of these were. But this one up here, I would be like, whatever it is, that's the cool version of whatever this is. And again, shout outs to everyone who this is just judging symbols, guys. Uh, my statements here have no like I don't. It doesn't matter anything about the religion themselves or the lore of it. This is really just how I'm feeling about these current symbols being presented to me right now.
only popular in North Korea. Vietnam is another country where elements of folk religion are still widely practiced, and where, yet again, syncretism can be found. A good example is Cao Dai, which mixes Vietnamese folk religion with Buddhism,
Okay.
Taoism, Confucianism, Catholicism, and spiritualism. Finally, there is, of course, African tribal religions and
Mm.
Native American religions. In both of these cases, we could break things down further.
Hey guys, I don't know if you know this. I'm black. Also, I have Native American heritage. So, I might want to learn about some of those Native American religions. If you are Native American, throw in some videos or recommendations for videos for Native American religions. If you're from Africa, throw me some recommendations on something I could learn about some African religions here. I want to learn about them. We hit like the big four, we hit the big five. Let's start getting into the nitty gritties of the different religions, guys. Let's start hitting the lesser known, the ones that people don't always talk about all the time. let's show some support for everybody and learn about more than just the things that we're already very knowledgeable about. Let's not just get any type of confirmation biased. Let's learn about some new stuff and be like, yo, that's cool. Psh, let me dive into that. That's what you're saying.
Into hundreds of distinct religions, each of which have histories that go back thousands of years. However, since virtually all of these much smaller religions are only regionally or ethnically based, they are beyond the scope of this world religions chart. I did, however, want to include one specific African tribal religion, West African Vodun, because it ended up being mixed with Catholicism to create Haitian Vodou, and in turn, Louisiana voodoo. And voodoo is a word that most people have heard of.
Yeah.
But it's also a word and a religion that is very misunderstood. Most people associate it with voodoo dolls, little figurines that you put pins in as a way to curse your enemies. But that practice actually has nothing to do with real voodoo.
What?
It was simply created by early Hollywood to make African culture seem spooky and sinister.
What? Are you kidding me? And I'm sorry, I try not to curse in these videos here, but like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? That's not. Oh my God! See, you see, like, oh my God! And it's like it's very hard as an American to not look at almost everything in the past and be like, you know what? You could probably blame that on racism. It's very hard, but it's like when this stuff come again, it's like more proof. Like literally everything in early America was like, yeah, let's add some racism into there. Like that didn't even need to happen. Like you didn't even have to do that. Like why even need to make African religion scary? It's like, okay, people already don't like black people, blah, blah, blah. Let's make everything about them negative and bad. Like, Jesus, man. It's hard, guys. It's hard. So, like, when you see stuff like this, it's just like, dang. I try not to blame all the issues of the past on just racism, but, like, it damn sure got a hand in, like, every pot of the cookie jar. It's got its hand all over. All over. You think about one random area of early American history and you'll be like, is that some racist stuff? And yeah, it is. You're like, how come anybody couldn't do, oh yeah, and I get it, racism was a little bit different back then, but shoot, you'd be looking at stuff, you'd be like, oh man, that's racism because they didn't even consider those people white yet. And then now they do. So it's like, all right, well, we wouldn't even think about the racism part, but all that stuff happens, history, look it up. Look up American history. It's wild.
Actual voodoo is more concerned with the veneration of ancestors, saints, and spirits, called Iwas. Okay, the final thing I want to show you in this video is how I incorporated some more recent movements in the
What the new UFO religions? Oh my God, what?
West, such as neo-paganism and
Neo-paganism?
New Age. First of all, take note that I've got a...
Why is UFO religions there? Why? We need to know more about UFO religions. And I used to know somebody. It was like when I was a kid, I knew somebody who said they were Wiccan. I don't know if that was true, but like, I do want to know more about that as well. So like, I guess if you're like neo-pagan or you are Wiccan watching the video, throw your boys some videos, some information. I want to know about you. You do seem like you're different from Satanists and stuff. So like, shout outs to you. Again, not a negative. Well, actually negative on Satanism. Cause I already said in my last video, you guys are kind of lame. Like just be an atheist or be one of the actual ones that actually believe in Satan. Don't half-ass it, So like, that's all I got to say. Don't don't call yourself a Satanist and then not even believe in Satan. That's just wild, What if I'm like, yo, I'm trying to go up to the Satan party and it's like, oh, wrong party? What is this? Like, when did you guys get in here not believing in this stuff, Again, that's just my opinion, but to each their own.
A really long line that goes all the way from the various types of European paganism in ancient times to neo-paganism, which represents the revival of paganism in the 20th and 21st century. Now, modern
Okay.
paganism also fits under what's called Western esotericism, which is a sort of umbrella term for any Western religious group that is not either Christianity or Judaism. During much of the last 2,000 years,
So wait, like, if that's just anything that's not like Christianity or Judaism, so like all like Muslims fit in that category too? Like all of Islam fits in there? That's crazy. That's crazy.
haven't really been any of
I feel like as big as Islam is, like they need to be counted in there. There's plenty of them in the West. Come on. Come
these
on.
due to the fact that Nicene Christianity has been so dominant. However, during the early centuries of Christianity, there were alternatives, such as Gnosticism, Neoplatonism, and, of course, paganism. And yet again, during the last few centuries, as Christian influence has weakened, similar alternatives have sprung up again. One of the earliest Western esoteric groups to form in modern times were the Rosicrucians, who both influenced and were influenced by the Freemasons. Within this stream, a secret society known as the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn was eventually formed in the late 1800s.
This is a horrible name, guys. It's it's not catchy enough. It's like too long of a name. Like, it's not gonna catch on for real. I mean, we're gonna talk about Aleister Crowley. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
It drew heavily on ancient Egyptian
Whoa!
and ancient Greek.
Hold on now. Whoa! Hold on. This just changed the game. What is this? What is this, guys? This is not. Do you see this? This looks incredible. I don't know. There's a lot happening right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot happening. But it's like every part of it, I'm like noticing more things about it as I look at it. Like I promise you, I didn't notice these for a second. I like just looked at it again and I noticed this stuff. Like there's a lot happening right now. I like it, but also it is like it's a little much. Like what's happening right now?
Greek rituals and was focused on ceremonial magic, the kind of stuff that Christians consider to be spooky and dangerous. The other words used to describe such practices is the occult, which in Christian circles is considered evil.
Bad.
However, note that the word occult actually just means hidden. The most famous member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn was Aleister Crowley, who went on
Oh
to
my
form his
gosh.
own religion called Thelema.
Why does he look like this in this photo? What is he looking at right now? This is a insane look for Tab.
It ended up influencing a lot of other people, including L. Ron Hubbard, who founded Scientology, Anton LaVey, who founded the Church of Satan, and Gerald Gardner, one of the earliest practitioners of modern Wicca, one of the more popular neo-pagan movements. In my final Christian denominations video, I mentioned Emanuel Swedenborg and Franz Mesmer, whose teachings laid the foundation for the spiritualism movement, which was extremely popular in the late 1800s. It involved the belief that one can contact dead relatives. However, I did not mention spiritism, which is slightly different from spiritualism. It refers to a specific type of spiritualism based on the teachings of a Frenchman named Allan Kardec. Today, Kardecist spiritism is most popular in Brazil, where it has around 4 million followers. However, the most important and influential Western esoteric group was probably Theosophy, founded by Helen Blavatsky in 1875. She drew inspiration from both neo-paganism and spiritualism, but also from Eastern religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism. Theosophy teaches that there have existed certain masters throughout history who held secret knowledge based on a now lost universal religion. According to Theosophy, these masters included the founders of every major religion, which is why Blavatsky believed that every religion held a kernel of truth. However, her goal was to start a unified movement that would eventually become the universal religion of all humanity.
Okay. You know what? I see her idea. Like I see the thought, the vision. Like I can see the thought process of like, because I also have excuse me, I also have a similar idea of like there's probably a grain of truth within every single religion, and I don't know if any religion has the full truth. Excuse me. But this is why we need to work together. Like, this is why we need cooperation. And it's not even about, like, you know what, you need to convert to my thing or we need to convert to your thing. More people really need to learn about each other's information. And that way, maybe her philosophy of theosophy will be able to, move on and progress. Maybe we could have one world religion if everyone took the time to actually learn about every other person's religion. But then here's a little bit of like, self reflection here. You actually have to go out and do that. Like you have to go out and learn about other religions, even if they go against what you currently believe. Like you have to be at least open to knowing about Mormonism, Jehovah Witnesses, spiritualism, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, like neo-paganism, UFO religions. Oh my gosh! Like I'm so open to learning about UFO religions, guys. My next video, after the next religious video I do, may now actually be the UFO religions video. I don't know if I can let go of that. It sounds like insane in the way of like I really need to know more about it before I can really like I don't know. What if it converts me? Beep boop bop beep. Like, bro, you never know.
Obviously, that never happened, but Theosophy went on to strongly influence another movement, one that is still influential to this day.
UFO religions?
New Age.
No.
The New Age movement started in the 1960s.
So we're just going to avoid talking about UFO religions. This is the most like I want to know about this piece of information that I've ever seen in one of these videos. And the fact that he's going to not go over it is kind of crazy. I understand we got to talk about the New Age, but like it's right there. It's in my face. I can't let it go. It says UFO religions. I would buy this chart just to look at that for some reason.
With the counterculture movement, and it drew from multiple sources, including neo-paganism, theosophy, spiritualism, New Thought, UFO religions, transcendental meditation, and Eastern religions in general. It started with the idea that humanity was headed into a new era of heightened consciousness, known as the Age of Aquarius. But these days it's...
I've heard about that. Whatever happened to the... Are we in the Age of Aquarius now? Did we ever change to a different age? Like, I don't know what that means. So, like, what happens in the Age of Aquarius? Also, I'm not good at all the things. So, like, I know I'm a Sagittarius. What's before Aquarius? Is it Sagittarius? What's after Aquarius? You guys tell me. Or what age are we in right now? If you're a New Age person, I need to know what age we're currently at. Are we going to be going to the next age or the new age? Like, what's the newest age? Tell me.
Sort of just a grab bag for any kind of spirituality that is not based in organized religion, like Christianity. Okay, so there you have it. My new World Religions Family Tree
I want to know
poster.
more.
Like I said, if you spotted any mistakes or think that there are any glaring omissions, do let me know in the comments. I've got a few more days to make changes, but then I'll be printing it and making it available for purchase. In fact, if you want to pre-order it, you can do so now by going to usefulcharts.com or by clicking the link in the description or pinned comment. Just take note that it won't actually ship until around April 18th. Okay. All right, that's it for today. If you want to keep up with my next project, which will be an update to my evolution and classification of life chart, consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button. Thanks
Become
for
a
watching.
channel member for Useful Charts, guys. Great video, as always. Useful Charts never fails, man. He always delivers always hits, man. This guy's incredible. Matt Baker, shout outs to you. Also, I do have memberships for my channel as well. So if you want to become a member, go ahead and help support. Really helps support me, helps get more stuff going here. Also, as you already know, I have the Patreon. More stuff's going to be posted up there. I've been really trying to post more up there recently. I think I'm gonna start doing like more movie or like music reactions up there. Also, movie reactions will get posted up there before they get posted on YouTube, and you will see the like real full uncut all the stuff that gets cut out of YouTube version. So yeah, guys, that was fun. I really enjoyed that one. I'm gonna get this chart, so I don't know when. Might be soon, might be this month, next month. We'll see how my paychecks go. Your boy got to pay taxes and everything. So, like, oh my gosh, it's, being an adult's not the most fun thing in the world, guys. But yeah, shout outs to everyone who's made it this far. You already know I'm doing a lot of the rambling. This video's already probably at least an hour, so I don't even know yet. But yeah, guys, that was incredible. Make sure you subscribe to Useful Charts. Link will be in the description below. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more, because you never know what I'm going to be doing next. As always, guys, thank you. I love you. Bye.